and gentlemen, welcome to the Shea Center for Performing Arts. Before we start today's program, we'd like to draw your attention to the following regulations. There is no smoking, eating, or drinking permitted in the auditorium. Smoking is not permitted in the lobby, vestibule, or restrooms. The use of cameras, video cameras, or recording devices is strictly prohibited without special permission from the university. Due to fire regulations, audience members are not permitted to sit or stand in the aisles during an event. At this time, please take a moment to locate the fire exit nearest your seat. In the event of an emergency, please proceed calmly towards this exit. Thank you for your attention, and we hope you enjoy today's program.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Fall 2015 Convocation. With the beginning of this new academic year, William Paterson University continues to celebrate its legacy as a major institution of higher education. The university was established in 1855 as a normal school in Paterson, an institution for the development of teachers, and has evolved into a comprehensive university offering 76 degree programs. My name is Warren Sandman, and I'm the Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. I welcome all of the first-year students gathered in this auditorium and the University Commons Ballroom today. Given the size of this entering class, which is good to see, we are simulcasting Convocation to the ballroom via the university's closed-circuit television channel. Convocation is the annual meeting of the faculty, administration, and entering students. This event serves to formally welcome students to academic life here at William Paterson University. To begin today's ceremony, I'm pleased to introduce the members of the platform party. In the front row, seated to my left, Raisa Lynn Sanchez, class of 2011, and our keynote speaker. And to my right, Kathleen Waldron, president of William Paterson University, and Isal Helena, president of the William Paterson Student Government Association and today's student speaker. And in the second row, beginning on my left, Glenn Sherman, Dean of Students, Daryl Moore, Dean of the College of Arts and Communication, Cara Rabbit, Dean of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences, Candace Burns, Dean of the College of Education, Kenneth Wolf, Dean of the College of Science and Health, and I think he did make it. We're missing our Dean of the College of Business. He's doing important work right now, but he may be making it here. Edward Owusu Ansah, Dean of the David and Lorraine Ching Library. Stephen Hahn, Associate Provost for Academic Affairs. Danielle Liotto, Associate Provost for Academic Development. Jonathan Lincoln, Associate Provost for Curriculum and International Education. Reginald Ross, Vice President for Enrollment Management. Mickey Camarata, Vice President for Student Development. Pamela Ferguson, Vice President for Institutional Advancement. Diane Falk, Music Department and Chair of the Faculty Senate. Kim Daniel Robinson, Director of New Student Experience, and today's mace bearer, Emmanuel O'Navy, College of Science and Health Biology Professor. The procession of faculty and staff and academic regalia occurs at two very important annual academic ceremonies, here at Convocation, as you begin your studies, and at commencement, as you conclude your degrees. The procession is led by a faculty member who carries the university mace, a ceremonial staff that symbolizes the president's authority to administer the university. Each of the 5 colleges within the university is represented by a processional banner carried by a member of the faculty in that college. At this time, I wish to ask that the members of the William Paterson University faculty on the platform and in the audience here and in the ballroom please stand and remain standing to be recognized, faculty. Now remain standing while I get to talk about you a little bit here. Students, the faculty believe your choice to continue your education at William Paterson University is a wise one, and a choice that will change your lives forever, and they are committed to your intellectual growth and success. Our faculty members come from many different places around this nation and around the world, bringing with them very diverse personal and academic backgrounds. As you will learn, this is a faculty that will engage, inspire you, and guide your educational and career pursuits through the coming years. So once again, please join me in a round of applause for the faculty of William Paterson University. And now you can be seated. So, on behalf of the Division of Academic Affairs, welcome once again to William Paterson University. As first-year students, you're one of almost 2,600 students who have entered William Paterson University for the first time this fall. Today, I just have 3 items to share with you. First, thank you. Thank you for choosing William Paterson University. You are bright and talented students. You had many choices in your education and where to continue your education. And you chose William Paterson. We all here in this room think you made a wise choice. Second, a promise to you. We are here for you. All of us at William Paterson are here just for you. This isn't just a line or an empty promise. The reason we are here is to help you learn, to help you create and share knowledge and wisdom. Universities exist for students. You are the center of the university, and we are judged on how we help you to reach your potential. Your time here will help you grow intellectually. You will be exposed to new ideas, different ways of thinking, and we will help you develop not only as a scholar, but as a citizen. At William Paterson, your education will be more than just training for a career. We expect you to be a leader, an active participant in society, and a person who will help meet the challenges facing the world. So third, a challenge. Actually, 2 challenges. Just as we are here for you, you must be here for yourself. What do I mean by this? Simple. Make this time all about your education. Yes, you have other responsibilities, obligations, friends, families, jobs. But please, make the focus of these next 4 years your education. And I do mean 4 years. You can finish in 4, you should finish in 4. You are the class of 2019. The benefits of your college education, your college degree, not just the economic benefits, but yes, these as well, are even greater when you complete this part of your education in 4 years. You can do this. We're here to help you. So we challenge you to learn and succeed in a timely fashion, and you can challenge us if what we do gets in the way of your learning. But a second challenge as well. Be here for others, not just for yourself. A college education is not simply vocational training. A college education is to help you prepare for a successful life, to be a thinking and acting human being. So once again, thank you. We promise to be here for you. We challenge you to take advantage of the superb education and the wonderful faculty that awaits you here at William Paterson University. Thank you. It is a tradition at Convocation for the president of the university to greet the first-year class. As such, at this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Kathleen Waldron, president of William Paterson University. Please welcome President Waldron.
Thank you, Provost Salmon, and welcome, class of 2019. I've had the pleasure of meeting many of you during orientation this summer, and I'm very excited that you're here today in the ballroom and that you'll be on campus for the next 4 years. We're delighted that you've made this choice, as Provost Salmon said. This year, William Paterson University is celebrating its 160th anniversary. We are the 3rd oldest institution of higher education in the state of New Jersey, and we are the 6th largest producer of college degrees, or people who graduate from college, in the state of New Jersey. There are over 67,000 living alumni who have graduated from this university, and you are now part of that pioneer family. At William Paterson University, we're going to help guide you in making good academic and personal choices. Our 400 full-time faculty will not only inspire you through their teaching and mentoring, but also through the research they conduct, the manuscripts they write, the music they play, the art they create. They are going to try to ignite in you a spark to push your intellectual and creative limits to new levels. including you and involving you in their work and challenging you to develop yourselves, both intellectually and personally. But as the Provost said, the faculty need you to be a partner with them, and you need to make some initial good choices. You need to be engaged in the classroom and in the laboratories so that you receive the maximum benefit from contact with your professors, benefiting from their knowledge, their guidance, and their good counsel. In addition to your classes, you are given the opportunity to meet new friends, and there are almost 1,400 new first-year students this year, as well as almost an equal number of students transferring from other institutions to William Paterson University. You're going to meet new friends, and like you and others, they may be very different from the hometowns you came from. But those experiences and those interactions with people who are not necessarily like yourselves will enrich your experience, and it partly defines what a university education is all about. You're going to be given the opportunity to develop your leadership skills in clubs and organizations, on the athletic fields, or in honor societies, or in Greek fraternities and sororities and other organizations, all while having a lot of fun. You will hear world-class musicians performing in this room. I think you already did earlier. You will see the work of renowned artists in the galleries and studios across campus. You will hear lectures by educators and noted speakers from around the world who will challenge you to higher levels of critical thinking and reasoning. I hope you will make the wise choice to take full advantage of all that William Paterson University has to offer you in the years ahead. But we also expect a lot from you. We do expect you to graduate in 4 years. We expect you to put your studies first before your boyfriend, girlfriend, significant other, before work, before almost everything. We expect you to make the sacrifices necessary to get the good grades in your classes that you need. We expect you to read a lot and to write a lot. We expect you to analyze problems, to think critically about issues, and to reach solutions to difficult situations. We expect you to understand the world around you. From the campaign to the White House in 2016, who watched the debates last night? Okay, we're not going to comment on those, but I'm glad you watched them. To also looking at the discussions about race relations in this country and growing income inequality in the United States. These are issues we care deeply about. We need to think deeply about. We need to discuss with people who don't always share our views. And we need to be respectful of those views and learn from those views and form our own views based on thought, fact, reasoning, and opinion. We expect you to take an active and informed role in the debate over health care, gun control, immigration reform, the environment, and our country's role in international affairs. We expect you to be active citizens, volunteers in service learning opportunities, and to vote when the time comes. As future writers, educators, musicians, nurses, accountants, psychologists, artists, public health advocates, just to name a few, you will be called upon to make the critical decisions that are expected of educated citizens. William Paterson University will give you the skills and the opportunities to fulfill those roles and to make good choices. And if along the way you make a bad choice, or you fail an exam, or you get a lower grade than you expected, or your new relationship or your old relationship doesn't work out, or it's snowing and you think you can start skipping classes, I want you to pick yourself up and keep going. At William Paterson University, we are a family, and we help one another when things get rough. So if you see a classmate having a bad moment this semester, I want you to reach out to that person. Give them a hug, tell them they can do it, and keep going. We have to watch out for one another. Finishing college takes a great deal of effort and perseverance. Most people in the United States who start college don't finish. We're here to help you, and for you to be there for one another is going to be a big, big issue. So now start this new semester. I want you to study hard. I want you to push yourself to excel, and I want you to enjoy every minute. And most importantly, keep your eyes focused on a day in May 2019 when you walk across the stage at graduation in front of your family, your friends, and the faculty and staff with diploma in hand. You made the first good decision to come to William Paterson University. We know you're going to make many more. Good luck, welcome, have a great year, and I will see you on campus.
Thank you, President Waldron. It is now my honor to introduce this year's Convocation speaker, Ms. Raysa Lynn Sanchez. Raysa Lynn Sanchez, BSN, RN, is a cardiothoracic ICU nurse at New York Presbyterian Columbia University Medical Center in Washington Heights, New York City. She joined NYP this past March after leaving 3 exciting years as an emergency and trauma nurse at St. Joseph's Regional Medical Center, a Level 2 trauma center in Paterson. She graduated from William Paterson's nursing program in 2011 and has been actively involved in its Nursing Honor Society chapter, Iota Alpha, as its past president. Because she was recognized for her global health efforts and potential to be a young nurse leader, Raysa was appointed as Sigma Theta Tau's first youth representative at the United Nations in 2011, continuing her position through 2015. Through her role as a youth representative, Raysa's calling is to inspire both new and seasoned nurses into the global health arena. Please welcome Ms. Raysa Lynn Sanchez.
Hi, everyone. This is probably, I think, the second podium in my life that I can see over, and I only wore heels because I was afraid you wouldn't be able to see me. So I'm really happy about that. I'm pretty new school, so I have my speech on my phone. Again, my name is Raysa. You can call me Race for short. Some people can't get the first hump of the first syllable, which was my struggle in college. So if you ever want to approach me later, Race is fine. I would like to take the chance to thank President Waldron, Dr. Kim, Mike Russo, Provost, and Dean Wolf for inviting me here today to speak with all of you. I have spoken at international conferences, and my audience is usually either nursing students or nurse colleagues with doctorate degrees, but I have to say the most intimidating moment of my life is standing here in front of college freshmen. And I jump out of planes for fun. I'm a licensed skydiver, so I would rather do that than have to attempt to inspire all of you here today. I graduated for almost 5 years ago, and I never would have thought that I was going to be here in front of all of you. In fact, I was super awkward, an 18-year-old looking like a 10-year-old, because in the nature of my Asian genetics, thank you, mother, I couldn't navigate myself in trying to look like an adult and act like an adult, and only finished high school 4 months before. I was mostly concerned with what was directly in front of me, which was making it to my dreadfully early 8 a.m. AMP laboratory class after all-nighters at Chang Library, overloading on coffee from the Student Center Cafe, and running into random free events on campus with free food, obviously, and finding parking in Lot 5. When I was asked to come to speak here, I was of course flattered and again clueless and nervous into what I would say to all of you, because how can you inspire so many students who are interested in so many different things? I started thinking about all of the choices I made and how all of my good and bad experiences here on campus shaped my life. I still cringe when I think about all the textbooks I flipped through, the notebooks I filled up, the highlighters that ran so dry, and the number of Post-its I have on my wall. It actually came to the point where my roommates and I would take dry erase markers and write chemistry problems, medical facts, lab values on the tiles of our shower for our next roommate to figure out while getting ready for class. Yes, we were nerds. Yes, it got a little crazy. And no, despite all of my efforts, I absolutely did not get all A's. Are there a lot of nursing students in here? Anyone? No, there's like 3. Really? If so, you'll know what I mean soon enough. I then thought about the friends I made in and out of the nursing department and how living with them, eating burritos at the W with them, and attending sporting events like homecoming and the rowdy hockey games against Montclair State made all the stress of adjusting to college seem a little less overwhelming. I knew that the friends I made here were lifers to me because we were always supportive of each other, no matter what different lives we were leading on or off campus. I'd attend my friends' guitar recitals in exchange for letting me practice my physical assessments on them and hitting them with my reflex hammer. We'd host endless and dangerously competitive board game nights in our pods at High Mountain or Century and fight about the difference between North, Central, and South Jersey. Only to make up the next morning at Wayne Hall over some delicious omelets doused in hot sauce. I laughed when I remembered that I applied to be a student ambassador. Are there any student ambassadors in here? No? Seeing I was insanely shy then, and it was the sole purpose of an ambassador to be constantly talking, giving tours on campus. It didn't seem to make sense for me at the time. What was I thinking? Though now I think I can safely admit that I only did it to get priority pick on my classes, because, well, who wants to go to class on Fridays? We wore bright orange polo shirts, black pants, and walked around campus looking like perpetual Halloween with high school seniors and their families during open house, first decision days, admitted days, and transfer student days. Our spiels at the time included the haunting at Hobart Hall, the beginnings of the new College of Science and Health building, our #1 jazz music program, first-year dorms, and so on. After 2 years of working there, the admission counselors that taught me how to speak in public became my family, and the other students that were my weird office siblings, I couldn't picture myself working without. I flashed back to my nursing as a profession course with Professor Karsich, and it was the first time I learned about nurses working in policy change, nonprofit organizations overseas, and professional organizations, like Sigma Theta Tau International, which, contrary to popular student belief, is not a sorority on campus. Instead, it's an institution of nurse scholars of all ages and degrees that come together for the better good of research and health promotion. I knew instinctively that if I wanted to sincerely pursue anything meaningful in my nursing career, Sigma Theta Tau would be the organization that I needed to join. Plus, I knew they got to wear a cool purple cord at graduation, and their on-campus membership meetings had free pizza. After I was inducted in my junior year, the coursework got harder and consequently made me busier, but I still made time to attend my first regional conference in New York City. I still remember this conference so clearly, probably because it was one of the more pivotal moments for me as a student. It was December 2010, and the theme was global health. There were nurses from all over the New York and New Jersey area presenting the respective abstracts, which may not be a huge selling point to a bunch of freshmen that probably doesn't want to do research, but I guarantee you it'll take you places you've never been to before. They talked about all the traveling, funding, and supporting that they were awarded by their chapters, universities, and Fulbright scholarships. Some people get excited about famous actors or whatever Kanye West said last week. I get really psyched over nurse geeks. All I kept thinking was, oh my God, I need to be one of these people. Everyone was so talented and brilliant in their own way, so much so that I was a little intimidated that I couldn't get on their level. One of the keynote speakers at the time was Dr. Joanna Hoffman, professor at Hunter College and Nyack College, and her topic resonated so loudly with me. Her presentation was about her collaboration with the Foundation for Peace and how she was able to add to Dr. Specchio's work with Sigma Theta Tau Region 14 to start taking medical clinics to the Dominican Republic. During a break in the conference, I nudged my way up to her and said, "Hi, I'm Raisa. Please remember me. Can I come with you?" She seemed hesitant and went on to say that she didn't normally take undergraduates, but if my dean agreed to me missing some school, then she'd have me. Interestingly enough, she was sitting at the same table as William Paterson's nursing chairperson at the time, Dr. Bliss, and I interrupted her meal and said, "Hey, Dr. Bliss, I'm going to be skipping the first full week of school to do some mission work." She laughed and thoughtfully agreed that if it was important to me, then it would be worthwhile to my career as a future nurse. After getting academic and financial support in less than 28 days' notice, I left for my first medical mission. And only a year after that, I even started working as a registered nurse, did Dr. Hoffman add me as one of the 3 main mission leaders. That year, I attended more conferences, some I was actually to present my work in, started sitting in the frontmost tables, stopped being shy, and networked with so many incredible nurses and other colleagues that would soon become my mentors and managers. I was interviewed in local magazines, including William Paterson's, and newspapers, and contributed as a writer in some. I was elected as the president-elect of my Iota Alpha chapter here on campus and moved on to being its president, which I've since passed the baton this past July. After I graduated, I did what every nursing grad did and prepared for my board exams. I was and still am organizing mission trips, but I made the time to attend the Foundation for Peace Mission Leaders Conference. One of the directors from Headquarters Sigma was there, and she came up to me nonchalantly and asked, "Hey, would you be interested in being a UN youth representative?" I looked at her like she was crazy. I said, yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding me? I did not realize how big of a deal that title was until one of my other mentors, Dr. Holly Shaw, said to me that out of the 3 international nursing organizations recognized by the United Nations, I was the first nurse to be a youth representative. Oh, no pressure, Sanchez. Just little old me representing 135,000 members in 85 different countries, where 39% of those people have master's, doctoral degrees, 19% are administrators, 18 are in academia, 12 are in advanced practice positions, and 51% are staff nurses. Me? I hadn't even had my bachelor's degree for 7 months. Soon after my appointment, I was meeting and collaborating with some pretty amazing people who I'm privileged to call my friends. I met UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon at a special session at the World's Human Anti-Trafficking Efforts Conference. I met my current mentor, Dr. Mary Norton, who is a nurse by training and is on the board of directors at the United Nations DPI NGO. I attended briefings about water initiatives, post-conflict solutions, mental health for refugees of the Congo, microfinancing projects for the empowerment of women, and more. In fact, the more UN meetings I went to, it became more apparent to me that young people are a vital and essential ingredient to the multidisciplinary solutions for the basic human rights of the world. These experiences eventually gave me the opportunity to present at local, national, and international nursing conferences. However, my favorite was the Emergency Medical Service Conference at St. Joe's this past January, where I was the only nurse on a panel of brilliant emergency medicine physicians presenting on how and why medics, nurses, and doctors must work together to help end human trafficking in the New York and New Jersey area. I did this while leaving my amazing job as an ER trauma nurse and then adding a new stepping stone into my career as a cardiothoracic ICU nurse at one of the busiest and most acute heart and lung ICUs in the country. All of this sort of sounds like a hopeless graduate romanticizing her Throwback Thursday, and I know it's hard to see now, and you're just starting to get there. But here at William Paterson, we are cementing the groundwork of success for you and your future. Previous graduates, like my friend Matthew Petey, classical guitar major, has went on to get his master's degree from Mannes School of Music and is now a music professor. An econ major, Eric Dryberg, finished his graduate degree of labor studies at the Murphy Institute at CUNY and travels across the country to help solidify labor contracts for unions. The double major education students, my friend Daniel King and Casey Higgins, landed their dream job of being high school teachers. And another nursing student, Chuck Warwick, became an acute care nurse practitioner after his graduate studies at Rutgers University. Tim Caulfield, the communications film major, graduated immediately and started working in the entertainment industry, focusing on music videos, documentaries, and short films. But I think you're getting the point. The list of successful William Paterson students goes on. I've said this a million times to students before. No one graduates knowing what they'll actually achieve, and there is certainly no 4-year plan that you can faithfully follow until you leave from here. But strangely, there is beauty and a lot of excitement in that. William Paterson University is cultivating you to be a pioneer in your craft, no pun intended. The places it'll take you and the experiences you will gain will be tailored to you and you alone. Truthfully, I didn't remember my convocation, and I'm sure in 8 years you won't remember me or the things that I've said to you today. But my wish for you in the next 4 years of your newfound journey is to actively find and pursue your passions, embrace your failures, and let your choice to take bold risks take you as far as wide as your ambition will take you. Congratulations and welcome class of 2019.
Thank you, Ms. Sanchez, for your thought-provoking, wonderful, and inspiring address. Now, this afternoon, you've had the pleasure of hearing from the president of the university and a distinguished guest speaker and WP alum who are committed to your success. Before you hear from a fellow student, you get to listen to and enjoy this special rendition of the William Paterson University Alma Mater. The Alma Mater is performed by a talented group of your fellow WP students. You can follow along with the lyrics in your program. So now, please welcome the WP Pop Music Ensemble, Professor Karen Bourne-Cafaro, Director. Thank you to the Pop Music Ensemble. you all get the opportunity to sing the alma mater at your graduation ceremony. At this time, it is my pleasure to call on Isal Helena. Isal is a junior from North Bergen, New Jersey, double majoring in finance and economics with a minor in sociology. Throughout his time at William Paterson, Isal has been a very involved student. He started his extracurricular career by joining the swim team his first year at the university. He then went on to start a club called the Association of Latino Professionals in Finance and Accounting, which then led him to join the Student Government Association. In the Student Government Association, Isal was the College of Business representative, who then rose to become SGA treasurer, which led to his election as your new student body president. Isal has served our community as an orientation leader and recently joined the new student experience team as a peer leader. His experiences at William Paterson led him to land an internship with J.P. Morgan Chase, which he worked at during this summer and recently was invited back for a second summer. Please welcome your SGA president, Isal Helena.
Good afternoon, class of 2019. For those of you who recall those early orientation mornings, I was the second person who welcomed you to William Paterson University. A big difference from then and now is then I welcomed you as high school graduates and prospective first-year students, and now I welcome you as, finally, I can welcome you as members of our pioneer community. So welcome to the family. Last time we met, I spoke to you all about campus involvement and being an active member of our community. But today, I want to speak to you about your newfound independence. And as you adjust to the college lifestyle and as you meet new people, it's important to find a balance between it all and to keep in mind the main reason why you chose to attend William Paterson. And again, that is to get a higher education, a quality education. Yes, the organizations you join, the parties you will attend, the people you will meet, the internship opportunities you will receive are all important aspects of the college experience. But don't let that come before your academics. I'm not saying for you to stay in your room all day and study. After a while, let's be honest, it'll get pretty boring. But take on as much as you will, but remember to keep that balance. Take the opportunities that come your way. You'd be surprised the door these opportunities will open for you. I cannot be thankful enough of all the opportunities and the experiences that I've had here at William Paterson and the people I've gotten to work with. Take a chance. Talk to that person across the hall from you you wanted to talk to. Join that organization you've been wanting to join. But remember to study. Invest the time into your academics, and I promise you, you will achieve success in all facets of your college experience. You, as a first-year student, must plant the seed and set that goal. And as your college years go by, you will see yourself closer and closer to meeting that goal. And by the time graduation comes, that seed you planted as a first-year student will have grown to be a fruitful tree. A good amount of you will have a 4.0 GPA throughout the 4 years of college, be on the dean's list. One of you is going to make it to graduation as valedictorian. Many of you will graduate summa cum laude or part of the honors college. Some of you, within the next 4 years, will be standing here where I am today, addressing the first-year students. But out of all the things you could be here at William Paterson, I want you to ask yourself this question. Why can't that be me? Why can't you be valedictorian? Why can't you be here where I am today addressing the first-year students? The answer to the question is that you can, but you have to believe in yourself. Let 60 people run for SJ president. Let 50 of you, even 100 of you, become valedictorians. Let the administration go crazy for months trying to figure out who will be addressing your graduating class or graduation. Let every single one of you soar and achieve high academics. All of you have that willpower inside of you, and use it to make the choice and be great, because you are great. Believe in yourselves, and as you believe in yourself, your willpower will grow. I speak on behalf of all of us here on stage, in the faculty, in the audience, and in the ballrooms, that we have the confidence in you to be successful. As you succeed, not only will you make the university proud, but most importantly, you'll make yourselves proud. Now, will everyone who's able to stand, please stand as we take on the Pledge of Academia. So guys, please rise. If you can, please. Yeah, stretch a little bit. I know it's been a while. As the president of the student body, I challenge you to become a member of our academic community. Do your best as a student, scholar, and participate in academic life. Know yourself and take responsibility for your learning. Join a club, or a sorority or a fraternity, club sport, or any sport or any outside of the classroom activity. And last but not least, join me and the over 12,000 students at William Paterson for a great learning experience. First-year students, if you accept this challenge I presented to you, respond in unison by saying, "I accept the challenge." You guys can now sit. Now that you have accepted this challenge, keep the things you took on in mind, and always ask yourself the question, why can't that be me, when you're thinking about doing something. A popular Chinese philosopher said, "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." You are standing at the beginning of your path right now. Make your own way. We will support you, whichever way you lead. So pioneer your future, and thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you, Mr. Lena. Before we send you on your way today, I would like to offer a note of thanks to the WP All-Star Jamboree for accompanying the convocation today. And to the WP Pop Music Ensemble for singing the alma mater. Today, you have been welcomed and hopefully inspired by representatives of the various constituencies that make up the William Paterson University community. Once again, on behalf of the faculty and administration, I welcome you to the university, congratulate you on your pursuit of higher education, and wish you all the success as you accomplish your goals. We will conclude this convocation with a procession of the faculty and administration from the stage in the auditorium. Please stand and remain standing until the platform party and all the faculty have left the auditorium. Thank you.